So, hey guys, Chelsea here, and I am at the end of my treasure map grind. I ended up deciding going for 250. I kind of regret it, but yeah, done is done. It gives me more LB mats, so yeah, it's fine with me. But I shall probably sell it for a bit less, like 230 will have been the sweet spot, I think. But anyway, we're here now. And yeah, so this treasure map was very nice for me in terms of consistency. The new features, like always getting the same teams for every fight, meant a lot less room for error, and eventually fatigue makes you do errors, so that cut down on that a lot. Like usually in treasure map I picked the wrong team a few times and stuff like that. That didn't happen at all this time, obviously. And I only had to give up on runs twice, both times against Invasion. One time I used the wrong special, and the other time I was trying out a new team and forgot about the block orbs, so I had no chance of winning. But yeah, I'm very happy with my Invasion team. I didn't think I'd be able to use Vivi Friend Captain up until nav 250. I was about to give up with it, like at nav 130 or something. But I was able to do a new team for the Invasion using some rare support units. But yeah, I restarted the game before this just to guarantee I had friend captains up. I was running out. But yeah, this is a bit different than a lot of the other teams I see. It doesn't use buggy at all. And instead I bring the Summer Big Mom, and she's essential with her support. They also use Nami and Sanji, and they also have a key support for this fight. But yeah, first of all, against Sabo, and Sabo is the big issue here for many, like getting enough damage against Luffy's no problem is this guy. Ace Big Mom support, get rid of all the para with the help of a crewmate ability, Chain Lock for both turns, Strauss and support, gives end of turn healing, so I can use Boa super type. So I use it here, and I use Vivi. So with this we have no problem with damage output against Sabo. You can even take him out in 4 hits, so we get the higher affinity next turn. And now the problem is, how do we deal with the block orbs here? And as some of you might have guessed, we're using a good support on Nami Sanji, which is the Brule. You can also use the free-to-play Wanda support, but that's obviously some orb RNG, so yeah, I wouldn't recommend it. But yeah, we are bugging on this Vivi too for some attack boost, so yeah. I could have kept using this team for a lot longer if I went there. So yeah, no problems with this team. And yeah, while we make it through this treasure map, I just say that out of all treasure maps I played on Global, this was probably the most competitive It's been pretty silly, like I'm 7th at the moment. I probably not finish 7th, I finish a bit lower, since I won't grind anymore now. And if you exclude the two of the top, who are obviously not playing fairly, to leave it there, like let's ignore the top two, like even then I'd just be 5th. And usually with effort I put in this TM, and with max boost, I'd assume I'd be top 3, like competing for first even maybe. But yeah, people are gone hard this treasure map. I'm very surprised. Like, you can speculate on why it might be, because a lot of people were able to get max boosters since it was more reasonable than usual. And since they had max boost, they wanted to make the most of it. That's my best guess, honestly. Otherwise, this treasure map isn't that special. Even if it has been very nice for me, my luck with drops, especially on bonus maps, has been the best ever. Which has let me limit break a ton of stuff, which I'll make a vid on the coming days. But yeah, on this team, I don't usually use Yimbe here, like I only do it when I face Zoro on the map. If you don't know, if you face a mini boss on the map, they will be set to nav level 1. So this Zoro doesn't even have like 1 million HP. So usually I do double Kaido, but yeah, not for here. This team was actually running out of damage. If I were grinding harder, I'd have to do some major changes now. And it's really a shame that I don't have Legend Hawkins. His support would guarantee matching slots for both Kaido. And now I had to run the Apu support, only one Kaido had orbs, so it was a lot of lacking damage. And ironically I went on the bento here. I don't think I will be using up this last bento. Like, I have a bonus map after this. I'll obviously go through the rainbow chest, but I don't have the mentality now to do anymore. So I'll just grab my rainbow chest and get out. And yeah, this team has gone through a lot of revisions. It looked really silly a while until one of my Treasure Cruise friends, Pab, just told me, why don't you just use Raid Lin Lin? And I was like, how could I forget about her? Like, I use her all the time for CC farming, she was so obvious, but yeah, I'm using her now. So this run is very fast. This is the best part of being able to have the new same captain filter they added, because I can easily pick a friend Captain Sorrow without wasting time scrolling and such. And yeah, Big Mom just won the KOs. So that will have worked quite a bit longer, and after that you can just use like Akino and Fuji to kill them off or something like that. And yeah, now we just have 2 mini bosses remaining. Both of them will use NL. The first one will use the treasure map NL. I usually don't use treasure map end of turn damage units against mini bosses. I used to do it like back in the day, like over half a year ago. But yeah, the reason I'm doing it this time is obviously due to no auto battle. I refuse to manual tap like that if something will burn me out. Like, my runs aren't that fast. This TM, like this one, ended up being a bit over 12 minutes. And if I had normally, it would be a bit faster than that. But at the same time, I'd burned out way earlier if I had to tap against all these mini bosses. And yeah, Roger as friend captain was very nice here. There's a lot of people using Roger too, so I had no issue finding friend captain. I do Usopp just for matching orbs. I don't like using Roger's super type every run, it takes some time. Then I just use all these specials to get all the buffs. And yeah, we overkill. We even do a bit more damage than usual because we picked up a 2x attack for slashes this run. So yeah, that was a solid team. And it went. Most of my mini boss teams went through some changes. The team coming up against Brook is the only one that I didn't do any changes to. And honestly, the damage was about to get a bit too tight. Like, it will have been fine, but if I hit like 2 grades, it will have been tight for sure. But yeah, I was committed to seeing this team through to the end, and this team never failed me. I never had to gamma here due to some stupid death or anything. And yeah, this uses Rumble NL. He's not the best unit, but it's great for this treasure map, with no auto especially. The worst part about him is that you need 2 of him to kill the mobs. But his captain ability is actually not that bad. When you reach the boss stage, he will have a 3.5 times attack, which is very good for a free-to-play unit. The only bad part is if you mess something up and you have to 2-turn Brook or something, it goes back down to 2.5 times. That happened one time early for me, and that was very rough. I managed to pull through. But yeah, the Kusan support there was very nice on Garp to guarantee a full wall of matching orbs on the team. And then we have Slampay on Raid League for the buffs, removing barrier, and we also had Shiki support for a little attack boost. And yeah, I still never had to hit with the final NL. So yeah, not too bad. I was pretty happy with that team. Like, in a normal treasure map I wouldn't have run it, but no auto battle, so I adapted that. We'll see how next treasure map turns out. I hope auto is back, but that's up to Bandai. And yeah, we come to the boss, and this also underwent some revisions. I was about to give up on this for a while too, but yeah, then I just realized I could use Nami and Sanji, and after that there was no problems here. Originally I used Summer Robin with Usopp support there too for stage 3. But Nami Sanji does the same thing, and they also have an offensive buff for stage 4, so I didn't lack any damage there. So yeah, this is the only boss where I do manual taps against mobs, like you have no choice. And since it's just this stage, it didn't matter much. It would have been more annoying if it was every stage, every mob. But yeah, we will support here, do the swap for matching orbs, and then just burst. And this will have worked quite a while longer, actually. So yeah, now we swap Nami Sanji again, use the special for orb. Use the other wave to remove the damage reduction, set up affinity for next turn too. And yeah, this damage was also fine. A lot of leeway. And yeah, now we are at the final stage and we're in a good position now. We got the affinity, Bucket remove the bind, Corona for chain lock and death conditional, and then Boa for the attack boost and super type. So yeah, no issues with damage here either. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed seeing my Nav level 250 playthrough, and I hope all of you have had a good treasure map. And I'll be back the coming days showing off what I've done with my hard-earned limit break material. And I'll also post what I pulled with the rewards. So yeah, thanks for watching. See you next time. I'm going to get a good night's sleep.